All right. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So, welcome to Before We Take Trade. I do my charting classes and everything. I'm one of the cheat code partner coaches. By all means, come tap in today. This afternoon, we're gonna have mindset around 5:30. That is the next thing that's on my schedule. All right. So let's go ahead and get this party started. Let's start with NQ. So we just got the jobs report. The jobs report went ahead and dropped the market. Let me bring it down to the 15 minutes so you can see how far we had a nice little drop. So this was the nice little rally that we did yesterday. And then we just exploded down to the downside and been in this consolidation. So it almost feels like we're building this whole entire order block right here because even the PPI couldn't get us down here. So I wonder how this is going to survive when we start to get our jobs report, which is going to be tomorrow. So just keep an eye on that, on how the market reacts to some of that stuff, right? What also kind of made me interested is this weekly. The weekly does look like a bull flag to a certain degree, but is it really warranted, especially where we're going? Looking at the oscillators, the MACD is trying to curl back up. CC swing, we're getting a little bit of a pinching action. Let me maximize this so you can see we're starting to flatten that out. What else? We got the CC squeeze. This one's is still dirty green, but this can flip at any moment and go to bright green. So that could be a case. And then we got, oops, didn't mean to maximize that. And then the last one for Stoke RSI fans, this is what made me look in the first place. Huh, this looked like a cross up. So we got 2 days until this candle closes. If this still closes bullish, this could break a nice push to the upside. But hey, good morning, KC. Good morning, King. What's going on? Good morning. Go ahead and put your chat tickers in the chat. All right. So yeah, if we get a nice little push up here, this could make us rally. I don't know. So I'm gonna post an idea on this. So just click the link for my or subscribe to my trading view, and I'll break it down a little bit further and give you my bull and bear case on that one, and we'll see how it goes from there. All right. Let's go ahead and get into our screener. So as by all means, let me log out of this. Boom, boom. All right. By all means, when it comes down to it, I don't need a paper trade. I like using my screener. Screeners are great. One of my favorite tools in here. If you haven't used one of the screeners, I suggest that you do so. But if we look here, all right, I just have a simple little setup. Basically, all right, King. So we got a 200 below the 50 moving average on the daily. So let's see which one. The 200 SMA on the daily. Let me change this to 1 day. I like AMD. I think I want to go with AMD. Zscaler, Tesla's been moving, Nvidia, everything. Yeah, let's go with AMD. I want to look at AMD. All right. So here's AMD. I did one of my classes. All right. So if we look at AMD, it is giving us a nice little uptrend here, right? The 200 is below the 50, and now the price action is above the 50. So if it could follow this trend and not break, even though the Stochastic RSI is in the overbought area, right? Let's look at the MACD. The MACD is, yeah, it looks like it's starting to open through the zero line. So I would say maybe a break of this resistance here. And if we put the cheat code algos trading plan, let me get rid of the line so that way I can simplify this a little bit. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, I would say if it gets to TP1 and holds, we could get ourselves a nice little retracement back to the trend line and then start to attack TP2. Market is janky. But yeah, if we could get a nice little rally, maybe even a break above 119, you probably could test 122. But before we do all that, it has to break this resistance at 111, 112. All right, so let's go the other way. Stock screener, we're going to reversing. All right, so this one is simple. We're just going to look for 200 is above the 50. All right, what is 200 above the 50? Good morning, Chrissy. It looks like the same usual suspects, not a lot. Dollar General has been getting its butt whipped, but it looks like it finally found a sense of a bottom. So it might, you know what, let's do Dollar General. All right. And Casey, I know you probably started cutting some of your position on Dollar General, right? Because I know I think your target was $95 on this one, if I'm not mistaken. So 95, it was roughly around here, but we're kind of creating this bottom. But again, this thing could just retrace and then find its way to continue. But right now, this right here is showing a break of this downtrend. Actually, let's go with this one. So this could be the beginning of a reversal. It has to be able to change the character by coming across here. And pre-market, it is up only a few cents, a few cents. So we'll see what happens from there. Looking forward to rally to that upside. All right. By all means, if like I said, you could go on TradingView, type in the chat if there's a ticker that you want me to look at. I'll put it against the cheat code trading plan, and we'll see where it is and where it's going and see if your theory is in line. All right. So Casey has one for us, and then King Shine. I know you're but all right, no problem, no problem. I'll bring up that ticker as well. Right. So no worries, no worries. Let's go with SFM. SFM. So Casey likes small caps. I know he brought up Sprout before. Yep, my lines are still here. This looks good. This looks good. It is still on this upward trend line. It hasn't really broke that. It's starting to decide if it's going to break out even further. And I think this one could get to that 44, maybe $46 with ease. You have a target of 54. That's a little deep one right there. You ain't playing. Let's see if we can get that on the weekly. Let's see what the weekly says. 54, that brings it to TP3 on the weekly. So that could be a nice little target. Your stop loss 38. I like it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know it's a little further than I would be comfortable. Let me come back to the daily. 38 is right here. And I would say if you want, you could just respect the trend line. If it comes close to your trend line or it shows some weakness where it breaks it and doesn't bounce off of it, that could be your stop loss. All right. So that one does look good. I think it's going to go to that direction. What's the next one? You have ANF, Abercrombie and Fitch. All right, still got my lines on that one as well. Yeah, broke that downtrend, continued to the upside. I was looking for a bounce here, but it looks like it came a little bit lower than comfort, but it got back above it and it got to the scheduled program. All right, let's see. Yeah, exactly. You had 95 as a stop. Yeah, it looks like it's trying to turn around. Let's see. $60 is your target. All right. So $60. Actually, that's your entry. So $60 is your entry. Stop loss 51. I would say don't go past $53, $52. That probably would be a better stop loss because it's so far removed. And target $75. Let's see on the weekly. Weekly probably give us a target of 75. No, actually 68. So yeah, just be careful when you get to that 65 level. You're probably going to get some resistance there, and then you're probably going to get resistance around 69.70. So those are the two. 75, I would say let your runners do that work. Do not do it with your full position. All right, let's do one more. Well, actually, you know what? Let's do King Shine. King Shine wants to see SoFi. Now I know you don't have any levels on that, but I know what you're trying to do. I'm a big fan of SoFi, so some people kind of come in and tap in with me. SoFi, from where it is right now, it does look like we got this little janky W looking type of thing that's happening. The moratorium is supposed to be over sometime in October. I want to say it's the end of October. So it's trying to find a nice little uptrend so that way it can recover. Let me make sure I'm looking at this right. From a daily perspective, we still got that downtrend over there to contend with. And I would say if you're not in it right now, this could be a good time to get in it because we probably actually I could use that line. Let me use that one instead. Right. So this one is showing a uptrend potential. So this could be what is that uptrend potential right here. Right. But right now we're just trending for now. And it needs to break TP. Oops, hit the wrong button. It needs to break TP, where are you? All right, there we go. TP1 to get there, and then TP2, it will be a change of this whole entire character that has started because this right here was a nice little rejection after their good earnings. People started locking in some of their profits, right? So it looks like this is the downtrend that kind of created that. That's why we're breaking out the way that we are. So with a break here and a possible rise. Oh yeah, Tyreek, Amazon. I gotta do that one for you as well. Right. So with the break of this uptrend or downtrend, we're starting to have a little bit of an uptrend. You see that we're getting resistance. You see how they kind of sold the top. So we need to hold above here, maybe $8 is probably the support around that entry level. If it breaks down below it, then you already know it's probably going to go back down to the downside. All right, so that is that. And then let's knock out Amazon for Tyreek. I was supposed to do that yesterday. I'm sorry, I did not do the show yesterday. A little bit of technical difficulties, but now I was able to solve it. And that's why we're here this morning. Oh, wait. Amazon looks like a W. That looks like a double bottom to me. You're probably not going to see that unless I go to a smaller time frame. Look at that
On
one.
the daily, right?
On the daily. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. And it's right under that gap. Well, it came up to that gap under it yesterday. And then get into it.
Yeah, that looks good for a W. So you got like a mini W that happened here, and that is what the extension, but you got an extension of this one right here. So if we take a measured move from here, this is probably your lower one. We try to be conservative with our moves. You're looking at a breakout and probably first take profits 132 to 135, and then we'll probably get to 137 if it fills that whole gap. So that could be a nice little move to the upside for Amazon. All right. Let's get to the next one. Let's see. Casey, we'll get one more in for you. Because Casey always been, oh, you're very welcome, King Shine. Or King of Shine. I just caught that. All right. Let's see. Wire, Dulo, Q. You know what? I think I'm gonna go with the Wire because I'm curious on who is Wire. All right, like I said, Casey loves his small caps, so I'm pretty sure this is a small cap. Actually, let's take a peek because I don't know nothing about this business. Electrical products, 15 million shares float. Yep, small caps. All right, boom, boom, boom. I like this in a way because it looked like it's just an uptrend, real solid. But your entry at 191.63. Okay, so you're trying to get a close above that wick. This looks like a W pattern too. Not really the greatest, but a W pattern nonetheless. On the daily, looking like this, very wide, and then you get that extension here. Let's see, your target is 203. Possible because I got a TP at 198. And then you have a stop loss of 183. Okay, it brings you back below the TP3, bringing you back to TP2. Anything below that is uncivilized, and it's probably going to come back down. And then you're looking for a 2-to-1 ratio. I think that's possible. I think I do like this. It's just all predicated on its holding above here. You do have an order block that's sitting right on top of you. Let me look at the weekly with the stochastic and the MACD. Yeah, I think I like it. On the weekly, it has its first TP at 231, so you might be able to hold some runners on it. All right. Thank you very much. That is the show. By all means, if you need any assistance or any help, by all means, go ahead and book your one-on-one. I have my charting classes. I'm going to switch up my charting classes. I'm going to send you a new schedule very soon. It won't be Tuesday and Thursday like there. I'll probably do it more YouTube based. It depends on how I don't know, how I'm going to set it up. Scan the QR code, book a one-on-one, come get yourself completely ready for trading. You're very welcome, Casey. And by all means, mindset is today at 5 o'clock. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, I suggest you do. I break down mindset so that way you can get ready, reset to zero, and be a better trader. Don't forget to hit the rocket. Thank you very much. I'll see y'all later.